What do you see?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is, as you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons. Your muscles tense up. The vision in your dead angle darkens. You feel the sudden urge to push your hand into his soft gut. The spell has no effect. You stand eye to eye with it, the odor washing through you. This delicate machine, ready for picking. Instinctively you crack your fingers. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten the material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic. It's all you, baby.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. I'm not squishy and permeable. I'm bark, sap and steel. Cast me in ceramic shell, but only for ritual purposes. It would adorn me well, bring me to attention.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Nice. That makes sense.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking.
Clearly Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rent.
Not too much, yes. It's a sorry situation, I agree. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until, like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The sabatons dangle off. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships. Oh my, there's something on the belt, a familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Extremely. Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No, You feel like it was something else. But what?
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't...
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered. The material delicate. These are clearly not boots.
Indeed.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo. It's clearly some manner of super armor or future armor.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE.
This feels the stench.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull it.
Brutal!
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week is all but liquefied.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? How many clues do you need? You already found a number. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been
You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would... The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The pry bar in your hand. The metal connects with the same. The only difference is a barely audible click underneath. Sounds like...
Did you hear that? A click? This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally from...
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate like whirls of floorboards. I am so disappointed in you. What are you interested in then? The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The hangman's knot. This is... Oh my, there's something on the... It's hard, but somehow you manage not to see it.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for... No, you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on hand. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs limp. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder to the... His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly.
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's...
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his...
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors.
Shit, Kuno!
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is, underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Why do you think so? Okay.
I am less skeptic about this hunch, he thinks, than I was of the supernatural premonitions that overtook you at the trash container. He then covers his nose again.
Why do you think so? There are no supernatural reasons.
I am less skeptic about this hunch, he thinks, than I was of the
Why do you think?
I am less skeptic about this hunch.
Good. The victim is of Occidental.
When he says Occidental, he means white, originally from the Occidental subcontinent on Muindi.
I'm gone. Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer. A motherfucker.
And it takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Cobbo. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those.
He loves those. Because you're a copper coming right up. Copper Rooney. This is getting upbeat now. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Because you have loved it, me and Brother Copo. It was love all along. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? You're a lying sack of shit, Corpo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is home. Sure, looking at my... I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world... Sure, Lobo. Looking at my...
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppellini. Do I remind you of...
A child born with...
No, not quite. Be fair now. There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you...
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Do I...
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism.
Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. It's a mishmash, Coppabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist. You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has... Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you, Captain Coppadromo? I fear we are drifting away, fixating...
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
Sure, looking at my face.
Something is on its way.
Maybe I was getting my rocks off. It's a mishmash. No, my hair is too light a shade of brown. Yeah, well, he seems to think I'm all... I know what this means. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position... Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with...
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead and about to explode.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in...
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dumont noté. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. Agreed.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament. I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he say?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
A pool of
The victim,
The fuck?
Talking about shit.
maybe.
a pool of blood.
The victim,
The fuck?
Malicious laughter. The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
there's a strong buildup of gases, yes. Rigor mortis.
For 7 days, the cadaver is quite well preserved. Surprising.
As I said, it's been below freezing since last Sunday. Today is the first chance to thaw. Things would be... I do. Most of...
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Of course. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank... Of course. Come back later.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airships.
There's no question. There's only cutting. How an acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver.
Someone else? You mean...
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
No. Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. I don't doubt your physical prowess, officer, but this is a grueling... The risk of acrobatic failure is one we cannot take. We must not become comedy for the locals.
The fuck have you got against comedy pigs?
I have thought of that, yes. But the tire tracks would compromise the scene. Any prints would become illegible. Also, my MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad platform to stand on.
He could come up with at least 4 more reasons why not to trample on the roof of his sports model motor carriage.
Yes, I am attached to it. But it's also unsuitable. We can't bring a supercharged tractor through that tiny gap in the fence, then plow the scene with it, then
It sounds fucking hilarious! Do it! Fucking get on top of it and dance, faggoty!
How about I take you, piggyback?
The fuck are these pigs talking about?
Oh, their bank or something! Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno! Wish they'd fuck already!
Pig, why you gotta disrespect my...
Fuck that banana boyka in the ass!
I wasn't actually implying I would. I meant it's a bad idea.
It's a fucking hilarious idea! You two puskapas get on top of each other and fuck!
In silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance, as if to say, case in point.
Climb up there and...
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten, but you could use your hands and feet to reach around the tree.
Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Fuck yeah, climb that!
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Oh no. We should be very afraid of newspapers, and the radio stations too. We should be wary of enticing them in any way.
This is years of experience talking. He's seen career after career ruined by careless media strategies.
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as a last resort, after we've tried everything else.
have got to be the most fucking boring multipat I've ever seen.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems
Confirmed. It's unsafe. I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda. But what other options? The corpse twist. Hobocop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt ball. The man before you is naked.
yes, we do. We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
Just pull his rotten head off. The meat's cooked anyway. Give the boot another yank and it's done.
It's tempting, but decapitating him will make it impossible to ascertain whether he was really hung. The damage to the neck would make coronary work pointless.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to
Yeah,
No miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
yeah, take the
Silence. With his elbow and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the Phallus position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches, his finger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The tipped voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as
God damn it.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The Phallus was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight. Oh my God. That was so many types of wrong. Who taught Four Eyes to shoot? He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. What?
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I think you have your sports mixed up there, officer.
Bitches fighting. Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just looks at the gun.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains in. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself. Take his gun and show him how to use it.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
I only have one.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on. You've held this, an A9 Armistice, before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for?
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You step.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Oh, what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse, the slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically as you wait. Your breathing slows down. Some mosquito-like organism buzzes in your peripheral.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry.
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry. Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflected off some window. Surely.
The cadaver is already compromised bad enough. We don't have to make it.
It came out wrong. You made it sound like you're some sort of roulette addict looking for a... There is silence.
Vittupa wants to fuck up again bad.
The cadaver is.
It came out wrong. You made it sound... There it...
Vittupa, what's the song of my people ask?
Don't provoke her.
Shot him.
It's not the good.
Pig.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
The lieutenant does not dignify that.
We still need to get him down. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. To ask the suspect for help. Clearly,
Suck my dick, bitch. bitches.
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear.
Yeah? Don't go being.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm...
To the gates, to the gates. But we negotiate. Secret path, secret path, secret path. The man before you is...
Yes, we do.
Yeah!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch.
Yeah? Now.
No!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Silence. With his... and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 taps, securing it. That's a keel aim. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's stess position, taking aim.
He's gonna
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that...
God damn it.
A lot of... Oh, he feels bad.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I have to...
You know, take his gun and show him.
It's... Go ahead.
This is the.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boy.
The you've...
The fuck are you?
Kuno is... The buckle comes...
Why don't...
This isn't mere boundary pushing. You're as you went.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggot?
The buckle explodes with your hand numb from the recoil, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Ace is high.
The Ace is High, a custom invented by the Aerostatic Brigade. You could add an Ace's Low to it, if you like, by turning your back after the high and waiting for another. The high arrives with a sharp slap. As you turn around, there is a moment of doubt. Feels like that low chill. It's gonna connect, but then it does, and with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one to leave an Ace's Low hanging.
I knew these guys were.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved.
The stench is getting bad. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. I need a little breather. Yes, the 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I'm satisfied with that part. 2. Initial examination of the victim. We were exhaustive in our... 3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant.
The fucking.
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, it stinks. No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all. An honor and a burden attached to your rank. Mine is Lieutenant Detective, unfortunately.
He is growing truly tired of it. It's not merely...
With shooting like that? Of course you are. Your station would not have assigned you to this. In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Claire, the leader of the union. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company.
You could ask the gardener for directions.
Yes. And those were the interviewees.
rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit. And the failure of the 38 single, you must have me confused with the Copperpedia. You, sir, you are the Copperpedia.
I hope we do. It's getting really late for...
The rotting man lies. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Huh? You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
Come back later, cop.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on,
What you do know is,
there truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity. I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle...
you're being handled. If you resist now, he will turn on his heavy-duty authority mode. You will get your chance to dig in later.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol. Yeah, we got this. We're smart. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there.
KK57.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41. 0, let's say 1300. A good time. 1111. It's mean. 1015. It's understated.
Good. Let's go with...
The lieutenant is quite surprised you managed to come up with an adequate case number.
NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Mondial. Subgroup Occidental. As per your observation.
The pudgy mess looks neither mondial nor occidental. As you read it, you think, that leaves out dark-haired Mesk, Sal, Sarah Maritzi. A solid guess, Mr. Racial Profiler. Also of note, your unconscious racial profiling machine ruled out Messinian before. Despite all the Copperoonies and Cobos, that leads Vespertine or Oranese. Continue.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male, with his...
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable.
HDB 41. 0.
None. At least not after the initial.
A strange word. Treatment.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him to somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row. Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches. To make sure the building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied, and so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think.
See, it's happening!
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M.
The disappointment is palpable. The redhead...
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else. Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a...
The boot has a serial number. It's E50. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a microelectronical circuit board. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on... The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is...
The spine is bent more than the lieutenant compensated for. This buster's actual height is about 1.85. And no, you could not take him straight on.
Of course, I undercompensated. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
The hair under your latex fingers feels... The stench is suffocating. Strands of... There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Lividity is consistent with hanging, albeit faint, as noted. The head is congested. Contusions are present.
Fucking low velocity! You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? But talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You've got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now... we need to cut the bell to see the ligature mark.
See? My pig is gonna fuck it.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like, would it be a good idea to cut the knot instead of the belt? Seems the more conservative approach. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from... Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing. Just write down that we request...
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals, and the dead man's penis is average size. You should touch it. Doesn't feel like anything.
My pig's...
Oh, your pig's...
This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that? The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head and why you're touching it.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and...
Last item, hands.
His flesh is...
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia? You get me, Kobo. I feel like you were once, for tenderness and kisses yourself, but we should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Thank you for lightening his mood. It's hard down there.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers in.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
He's really doing it. The dead man's teeth.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the... No scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory directs to having forensic expertise on either one.
Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA, unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge that...
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
No. We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested.
Is he touching it again? What is wrong with these mulpus?
Leave it NA, then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Nothing. Just in case. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury. Not just yet. Let's get what we know it isn't out of the way first. So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator
At maximum
has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. Think for a moment. There's time. What was that about no clawing around the neck? You'd be clawing for your life. He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around. A column of cold air encircles you, rising slowly upward in the shape of a courtyard, bordered by cracked plaster. A small green enclosure in the middle of a corral of tenements. Cape-side apartments, whirling in rags, and the fortress wall of Terminal B. Above it, a thin blanket of coastal stratus clouds. Higher yet, coalition airships guard over the 21 cordons of the zone of control. The air is crisscrossed with radio transmissions. The hair on your neck rises.
You will.
Why do you say that? Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal? I'm not usually one to go for these. Let's wrap this up. I pronounced this field. It was an irregular field. Then we were thorough with the list of injuries.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective.
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
I need a copy of that autopsy form for processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the... His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. The oral cavity is cold and moist. You're on the right track. A vision of black and dark red death. You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is an abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
Kuno is silent. A black trickle of liquid runs. Your index fits right in there.
The fucking.
Ah, shit, see?
Yes, you've seen the drawings. You've studied them. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. This man will never sleep again. Never wake. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever. Your yellow fingers slide into. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with. The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All. The lieutenant answers with
Fucking cavity, see?
quivering with awe. Your fingers are all the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him. Your fingers reach toward his skull, ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack. The object that is in there stops just.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing.
Her voice is absolutely sizzling with excitement. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp.
My pig's fucking got it?
He's watching his old man get the big prize at the claw game.
What? What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. With a plop, your hand emerges.
Fucking beautiful!
A bullet.
The bullet falls in the.
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact. No, you deserve it. We can log it later. We need to add an item to the injury. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury. And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death. And the hanging and.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. Deadity dead. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march? There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrator.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. Yes, we should take a closer look.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier to hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What? Yes.
This little thing could reveal.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. We put him in a bag and carry him to the... I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. One more thing. This was...
The word lingers in the air of the yard. As far away, detective.
All right.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing. Oh well, in another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
All right. Ready?
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Enigma comes to life with a whiny growl. Like a leopard waking from its sleep. That sound, you feel the wind in your... Down a narrow street, lined with shabby wooden houses, the Valley of Dogs, and before it, a familiar dome, like a ladybug without the colors. The building has a designated parking place for your carriage. This is Precinct 41, as close as you have to home now. It's far away. The lights unfold with a little click. Cast.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major artery, a rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime. Two men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
The rectangular watermark.
Let me see. Right here. It has its problems.
The rectangular watermark.
Let me see. Right here. Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
All of them worse than here. There are many of them, and they are divided. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't even... The next is the longest. It runs all... You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of... The last row has 3 perforations. As you look at them, you feel your index finger reflexively contract 3 times. And something you'll do again before this is all over.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take...
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant. Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
You know the answer already. The tingle in your index finger gave it away.
That's right. How did you know?
That's right. A killer of humans.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's red.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usual. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Hello again, officer. How are things? Like, gone? I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, officer. Looks like I'll get mint in the ground by...
You get a strange feeling looking at that smile. It spoils the moment. It is disingenuous. Surely it was nothing, sire. Just paranoia.
Excuse...
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh,
You didn't say she wrote it. You asked what it was doing there.
sir.
The timidness is gone for a second. Something else takes its place. A readiness.
I don't know anything about...
Pig is a widely used term. Even if she didn't write it, she should clean it.
Okay,
She's probably not gonna do it.
me?
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her.
I'm working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you... Wild Pines?
Yes, a representative of the harbor. She should have set up operations nearby.
Oh, that must be the woman on the giant boat. There's one docked on the pier. It arrived a couple of weeks ago. It's very hard to miss.
doesn't like that giant boat, nor does she like the woman on it.
I'm okay with it. Was there something else?
She's not okay with it. It's a display of power, and she feels threatened by it. You don't know why.
What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersect. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment building.
There? Buildings? Apartments? You should explore. Maybe scale a wall.
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some...
In the west is the miracle.
No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Been a week and now...
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got any. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Apologies, but this...
The god himself has denied you absolution.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm not throwing...
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette. Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the high bar.
Occasionally. Why? No. I just like to look good.
He gives you a honeyed smile before shaking off the cigarette ash.
My name? My name is...
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Ask him again.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
But he hasn't left yet.
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight.
What were you doing?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
last week? I don't know. Look,
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
it was my Sunday, friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend... He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of it.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into... He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? If we find a way inside...
A stone. Like there's a key.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment. We'll just have to go in and see.
Trying to sneak up.
Apparently, logic error. She is not.
Pig's come to take me out.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
Then why are you sneaking up?
This is a blank, conveying nothing. Because this is no ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. All the other walls on all... Your hands shake. Oh, wall father.
Huh?
He sounds tired of it all.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I suppose we have to pass by it again at some point anyway.
isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram. The star, and even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke, to symbolize the also, some social democrats were already using. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist, because white is the color of nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall. This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. The shackle snapped.
After you, detective.
A plaster cast. Grazmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is...
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
You hear someone. The walking, you can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman. A poor communard from...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason.
Later then. Entering this door seems a physical... It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's...
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony.
Ask away, policeman. People come and go. I don't keep...
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully.
No one lives there. It's been empty. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Great. Young people. Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up. The symbol of what and how?
The cleaning lady shrugs. The clash of ideas and atrocities are as far from her world as fairies and wizards. She mumbles some kind of a response.
I know. If you can call, it's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even a shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing east. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. She had an eye for beauty. What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it.